Hi mathematicians, today we're going to go through a couple of problems together from your study guide. So make sure that if you printed it, you have your study guide handy, or at the very least that you have scratch paper and a pencil so that you can take down notes and add them to your study guide in Seesaw later. So pause the video and do that if you need time to get set up with your supplies. Otherwise, here we go. Number 12 says, find the length and perimeter of the rectangle below. So when we look at the given information, we're given the area and we're given the width of one of the sides, but we're not given the length of the rectangle. Well, luckily, we know that area equals, do you remember the formula? Length times width, or L times W. So now I'm going to plug in what I know. I know my area is 69, and I know that is going to equal my length, which I don't know, I'll leave that L, times 3. Okay, so something times 3 equals 69. Well, I also know I could write that as a division equation, because division is the inverse of multiplication, to say that 69 divided by 3 will give me that unknown. So I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to take the area, 69, and divide it by 3. Let me go ahead and use some long division skills here. If you prefer partial quotients or another strategy, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to show long division. So I asked myself, how many times does 3 go into 6? It goes in exactly twice. Then I multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. Then I subtract to get nothing. I compare, is the 0 less than 3? Yep, so I know I did that correctly. I'll bring down my 9. And now I have a new dividend of 9. How many times does 3 go into 9? You know that's 3. 3 times 3 is 9. I subtract 0. I'd go to bring down, but there's nothing left to bring down, so I know it's exactly 23. My unknown was 23, because 23 times 3 will give me 69. That's why 69 divided by 3 gave me 23. So now we've got the length. Now how can we find the perimeter? Do you remember our formula for perimeter? With perimeter, we are adding all the sides. So length plus width plus width. And actually there are a few formulas, right? We know we want to add up all the sides, but you could also do the length plus the width, multiply that by 2, or you could do length times 2 plus the width times 2. I think I'm just going to stick to this way of adding up all my sides. So that's going to mean that this is, actually let me write this vertically now. So I'm going to add up 23 plus 23 plus 3 plus 3. Perfect. I add these to get 12, all of those 3's. I carry my 1, and I get a perimeter of 52 feet. Now, you might be saying, why is that feet, not feet squared? Well, all I did was I added feet plus feet plus feet plus feet. So my answer is still just feet. When you find the area, you're multiplying length times width, or feet times feet, in which case you get square feet. Okay, so that's the difference in units there to pay attention to. Now, in the Seesaw assignment, I'm going to tell you about a mystery word. So if you're doing this for a Seesaw assignment, then the mystery word I want you to type to prove that you watched this video. Actually, you know what, I'm going to tell you it at the end so that I make sure I have you for the last little bit. Let's do one more problem. Number 13. Read it with me. Miss Reinhardt was making chocolate fudge. For each batch, she used 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. She made 4 batches. How many teaspoons of vanilla extract did she use in all? So what's the question here? How many teaspoons of vanilla extract did you use in all? I'm going to underline that so I know I understand. Let's see what it asks. It wants a drawing, answer, words, addition equation, multiplication equation. Okay, well let's start with our drawing. So if I know she made 4 batches, I'm just going to draw each batch as a rectangle. 1 batch, 2 batch, 3 batch, 4 batches, 3 batches, 4 batches. Okay, we got the 4 batches. And then we know she used 3/4 of vanilla extract in each. So what am I going to split these all into? If you said fourths, you are correct. Let's split these into fourths. And then if I want to show 3/4 each time, I'd shade in 3 out of the 4 on each group. Now I chose rectangles. You could do circles, anything where you're splitting the shape up into equal pieces. Okay, so already I could have counted and figured out my answer. Let's come back to the answer in a second though. Let's just say what we did here. So in words, we had how many groups? Well, that's the number of batches. We had 4 groups. And how many in each? How much in each, I should say? 3/4. Okay, so if we wanted to show that with addition, you just take this 3/4 plus this 3/4 plus the next 3/4 plus the last 3/4. And it wants an equation, so I know I need my equal sign. So I'm going to get 12/4, but I'm not going to leave it like that because this just says 12 divided by 4, which I know my basic facts. That's 3. Okay. We could also show this with multiplication. I did 3/4 4 times, right? And we'll get the same answer that way, 12/4, or in other words, 3. You're multiplying that whole number by the numerator in your multiplication. Okay, so then my answer is 3 teaspoons. So now that you've expertly solved all those math mysteries, I'm going to tell you the mystery word that you'll type in the seesaw assignment is springtime, because I'm hopeful that springtime and warmer weather is just around the corner. So again, that mystery word for your seesaw assignment is springtime. Good luck with the rest of your preparations for your Unit 6 test, and I know you will study hard and be very well prepared.